So I gotta explain this clip before I play it. I can't play the whole thing. We're still on other platforms that obviously violence matters, so we're gonna be very respectful. And obviously we're not here to sensationalize shit. We're here to try to have discussions. You know what I mean? I might even get on Discord about this. Let me pop on Discord about this too. I want my killers on Discord to pop in on this. Not killers, but like, yo, AJ, if you hear, Facts, if you hear, please pop in the chat, niggas, real quick. Everybody, y'all should be familiar with some of these voices. Wale Intern, if you hear, please pop in. Kyrie, if you hear. Shit, I see my boy Grant. I know he here somewhere, but you guys pop in. So what I really want to do is kind of play this video that kind of showcases a situation that happened in New York. And this situation here is a source of a lot of conversation. Unfortunately, I can't play the whole thing, but you need to see the whole thing for you to really make your mind up. Okay? Let me see who's gonna join me. Let's get it. Yo!
Yeah.
We got Clock out in here. Who else in here?
Yeah. My name Fly.
Okay, we got
Fly.
Yo,
what's
here.
The vibes?
All right, bet. Is that Wale?
Yeah, what's the vibes?
All right, bet. We gotta have Wale in here because I know you're from a southern state, which, some of these things are very well litigated. Okay, bet. So check this out. I don't know if you're watching the screen. I could share it in here, but like, just watch the stream for a second. Essentially, this is what's happening. So this is Bronx, or actually Brooklyn, New York. Now, let me tell you this thing about just New York in general. New York in general don't like guns. New Jersey don't like guns. You know what I mean? I keep telling y'all. It's very limited how self-defense applies in places that don't like guns, because they really would rather nobody have a gun, okay? Now in New York, and especially New York City, which, by the way, New York City is Brooklyn, Queens, and all that type of shit. Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Bronx, and Staten, all that type of shit. Really, they generally don't give out gun permits to anybody who is not law enforcement. So if you got a gun in New York City, you're probably not having it legally. Okay? I'm not saying definitively, I'm just saying you're probably not. Now, if you're a law enforcement, it's called Leo. If you're a law enforcement officer or even a former law enforcement officer, you're usually allowed to have a weapon. Now, let me give you the scenario that's happening here. This is clearly in a building, a project building, or some building where people are living in close proximity. You're going to notice this guy here, which I wish y'all could see my... What the fuck is going on? Y'all can't see my clicks no more? So the guy on the left here, you see half of his body. Yeah, he apparently has a lot of complaints about the people in this door. And this is the door you're seeing before you. He's basically saying they're always loud, they're always rambunctious, blah, blah, blah. I guess he approached them at some point to try to tell them to quiet down. And I don't know if this is the first time he approached them, but eventually turned into a argument. You're going to watch here. So you're going to watch a guy who's looked like she's putting on her shoes or something like that, right? You see him there. He has no shirt on. He's bald. And he's going to expeditiously walk up. You see him walking. And everybody in his family locks the door, right? You also see younger kids and other people. They lock the door. But he walks to confront this guy. Now, I know I'm Monday morning quarterbacking this and like, don't take this like I'm trying to gain points. But for me, the way this guy right here is moving, the one we can see on the screen, he's moving like he has a weapon. Right? He's not budging. Y'all trying to run up on him, and y'all turn y'all back, and you see him reach for some shit. Look like he's reaching to make sure that his gun is off safety or his gun is ready to work. Watch him. See, he reaching for something. All right, bet. Now his hand's back at his side. All right, cool. Let's see what happens, right? Bet. Remember, the other guy went back to the room. He's chilling, probably talking shit. You can't really see his mouth. Then the door slowly opens up at the top right. You're going to see a woman kind of pulls out. And I'm guessing she's trying to de-escalate the situation. I have to assume that it might not be the facts, but that's what I'm assuming, right? Then the guy who came out before, his son, comes out in a white t-shirt and a pants. So it's almost like they're trying to talk to this guy. Now, again, I don't know what his problem is. So it might be like completely loose and like fucking idiot. But then the guy who came out before with no shirt, he came out now with shirt and he's going to approach the guy again. Here we go. He approaches the guy again. If you look in his hand, it looked like he has a pair of scissors, but he's holding the scissors in a way almost to be like, yo, I could use this as a shank. Cool. The guy's still arguing with him. Whatever. You see his wife or sister or whoever that seems to be try to pull him away. And he's kind of resisting her. And yeah, he's still talking shit. And this is where shit goes left. My guy had a gun. And this is the moment where he chose to pull it out. And once you pull out a gun, 9 out of 10 times it won't go good. So he pulls out the gun. I think I can show you that. And after he pulls out the gun, he points the gun at the guy who was running down on him. I can't play you anymore because what ends up happening, and let me just verbatim tell you, he kills this guy, actually in execution style because he shoots him several times. The guy's basically crawling to the door of where he lived at, and he walks over to the guy and shoots the guy again, point blank range, to kill him. So he definitely, killed somebody. However, and really there's no however, because like this is a disgusting act. I'm showing you what the fuck this guy did, bro. Some people are thinking it's self-defense because there's scissors to the neck. What you're going to realize is that, especially in New York, New Jersey, there is no self-defense laws. So essentially, okay, if the guy had the scissors to your neck and you shot him, that's a good point. Again, I got to go back to the beginning of the video. You're going to see once he pulls the gun out, the guy is going to back away. By the way, you always got to be careful of a nigga right here who's looking for a problem. He looked like he was like, yo, I wish a nigga would.
See, he messed up by overkill. You can never overkill. Like, you done shot him. He's wounded. He's not a threat anymore.
Yo, Wale Intern, I completely disagree with you. I think if he was going to ever shoot, he should have shot when the nigga had something to his neck.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But the fact that when the dude backed away, turned his back, and crawled to the door, you can't still shoot him. He's not a threat to you no more.
Now,
He just shot at the wrong time.
Now, here's the thing about what you're saying. In states that allow stand your ground rule, it pretty much says once someone introduces violence to you or threatens you, it's not on you to go retreat. You could meet their energy with your energy.
Yeah, but if you do it after, like his back being turned is a big deal, bro.
Okay, so you're saying back being turned, he should have realized he's tweaking.
Yeah, and he's running away. Like, dude was running away, going to the door, getting away from him.
The saddest part was his son. Some people keep saying the son was rushing the guy. I don't think he was. I think he got shot and was collapsing. And he got subsequent multiple other shots because the person thought he was gonna collapse on them, where maybe they could take a gun or some shit like that.
I don't think he was wrong. Like, killing a kid was crazy. First of all, he shouldn't have shot the kid, bro. Like, but that guy, he shouldn't have put the scissors to his neck. So I don't agree with that. But shooting a kid was wild. That nigga deserved to rot in jail for that shit, bro.
I think he shot the kid though because he felt the kid was trying to come towards him, but he wasn't. I guess what I'm trying to ask, like, facts, like, overall, is it a possibility? Now, number one, I don't think it's a possibility he could beat us in New York. But if we're talking about, like, theoretical self-defense cases, do you think that there's a possibility that he could beat the case?
Yeah, he could beat the case probably if it was in, like, Florida or something, because that guy did have a weapon. And he did pull a weapon out first.
This happened in Brooklyn, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't in Brooklyn, if it was in, like, Florida or some shit, he could possibly
What
beat
about
it
if
because
it's
the
in
guy
Brooklyn?
pulled out a weapon. But in New York and Brooklyn, nah, he's not beating that at all.
Yo. Oh, facts. I gotta address this with you.